Welcome back. Thank you for staying with the AM Report on Channel 405. Now, after 2 decades as a professional football player with stints in the Premier Soccer League, the Dutch Eredivisie and the Serbian League, Bernard Parker has decided to call time on his playing career, hanging up his boots to focus on coaching. As he now prepares to take on his new role as the head coach of the TS Galaxy DDC team, Deont, as he's affectionately known, got his first taste of the hot seat at this weekend's Mpumalanga Premier Cup, which is a pre-season tournament where TS Galaxy hosted German side FC Augsburg. He joins me now in studio to talk about the end of his playing career as he now looks ahead to this new chapter. Bernard, thank you so much for joining us here on the AM Report. And it's going to take some getting used to, right? You being a coach, of course, from shack to destiny is what you wrote about in your book. It's a brand new chapter now, this coaching chapter. Tell me about how it came about. How did you reach the decision that after 20 years, you now want to end your playing career and you want to move on to coaching?
Yes, thanks, Andee. You know, it's been a great journey, thanks to God, because without God, I wouldn't have had such an illustrious career. And I decided that myself and Dr. Charlie Peterson that we should document this career. Hence, we wrote the book of my life, the autobiography. Called From a Shack to Destiny. That's what the book is called. And just to draw inspiration is truly to give inspiration to the boy child, girl child out there that anything is possible, no matter where you come from, anything is possible. And now when this opportunity came up for me to coach the DDC, I said yes. I said yes immediately, you know, because I've been working towards this, you know, throughout my career. I made sure that I educate myself within what I love, which is the sport. So then when I was presented this opportunity, I said, why not? And I took it with both hands.
And you're talking about the opportunity coming up and being presented, but was it always the plan? Was it always within Bernard Parker's plans that when I retire as a footballer one day, I want to transition to coaching? Or was it the opportunity coming and landing on your lap that made you think, well, actually, I could do this. Let me take it up.
Yes, definitely. It was the plan always because I did my coaching badges where I started with a D license, then I went on to the C, and now I'm currently waiting to go on to the B license. And the CAF A license is the highest qualification. So I think I'm just two years away from reaching the highest qualifications, which is the CAF A. And what a way now for me to start this journey, this coaching journey, you know, in order for me to get to the level where it's needed. And I said to myself, I think it was the best decision to invest in myself educationally while playing, because seeing most of the soccer players, you know, retiring and they don't know where to go, you know, and they end up losing everything, what they've worked for over the years. So I said, no, I don't want to be one of those. You know, I want to be different, and I also want to make sure that I continue feeding my family, and now it's just now to give back to football, and what a way now to give it back in a coaching hot seat.
And before we get into what your philosophy looks like in that coaching hot seat, of course, one would have to ask the question of the timing of this decision. Did the injury and the incident with the tackle involving Bongani Zungu, the events that you know happened thereafter, did that contribute in any way to your decision to now take time off football, go to coaching at this stage? Yes, it was always going to happen, but deciding right now, did those events influence it at all?
It did. It did influence it at all. You know, Andee, I wanted to retire already 2 years ago. I wanted to retire already because I felt now, you know, I'm at that stage where I want to give back to football, now making the transition. And I planned already to make that transition. But when TS Galaxy came calling and the chairman asked me for me to play for the team, and from there on we will decide what we're going to do. So then I played, and then last year, I played my first year with Galaxy. Then last year, the chairman called me in again, and he said, 1 more year, Bernard. And I said, okay, chairman, I'll take the 1 more year. And then with this 1 more year, then the incident happened, me breaking my leg. And after, during my recovery, I could feel that I won't be the same when I even do come back playing. And then I did come back playing, and I wasn't the same. So I didn't want to continue playing because South Africa already knows the Bernard Parker, you know, and I don't want them to now see a different Bernard Parker. So I said to myself, no, let me call it quits, and maybe this is a blessing in disguise that I got the opportunity now to transcend into coaching. So with the injury, it did play an effect on me calling it quits.
Well, I suppose now you have a brand new opportunity to start afresh. You've mentored a couple of players within your playing career, Chandre Campbell being one of them. Yeah. He's going off now to Club Brugge. But what we saw in Euro 2024 is youngsters being given a chance at the highest level. If you're looking at, you know, players like Yamal, if you're looking at players like Nico Williams, yes. At 16 years old, playing for a national team, yep. You have an opportunity to galvanize some of that for South Africa at the DDC level. In our country at the moment, we're seeing, you know, 23-year-olds still being referred to as youngsters and players having to wait very long before they get that big break at the highest level. How do you use your role now within this DDC team to potentially change that?
Yes, definitely. As you mentioned, you know, young players who are playing very important roles in big teams, not only middle-class teams or lower-class teams or middle-class countries. They're playing big roles in their respective big countries. And we, back in the days, we used to have youngsters like that coming through. And me personally, a product from School of Excellence, I was one of those youngsters, you know, making my Bafana debut very, very early. And I immediately stayed in the system until 73 caps later, 23 goals, you know. So I wanted to bring the next Bernard Parkers, the next Simpiwe Shabolalas, the next Benny McCarthy's, because I've went through the system. And I've also now educated and studied myself, studied as well, you know, how to apply now what I've went through. So with Chandre Campbell, I'm so happy for him. You know, he used to play in my backyard. My father, his father and I are good friends. And when I saw him playing, I said to him, "Yeah, this is going to be something special." So we started working on Chandre Campbell, and I'm happy that SuperSport schools took it further, and we continue the mentorship with him, and today he's an international player. So producing not only a player just for professionalism, but also for a player to perform at an international stage. That is what is my strength. And also to mention Don Team, he signed the first contract with the senior team at Kaizer Chiefs. So I've been helping players, I've been mentoring players, I've been personally inspiring players, you know, for them to achieve their dreams. So now that I'm on the ground level with amongst the players, I think I'll be able to do more and inspire more players to perform at an international stage.
Well, it's going to be a tough ask for you. 12th place finish in the DDC for TS Galaxy the previous season. Yeah. You're going to be looking to turn things around. So what should we expect in terms of the brand of football that the DDC team is going to play? What is Bernard Parker's philosophy? What do you want to see in terms of your team and their style of play?
Oh, yes, I'm sitting here with a big headache. You know, it's crazy where everybody wants to play for me. I think maybe because of what I've done in football, now every youngster wants to play for me, which is a plus. I feel like I do need to make a big difference in the youngsters' lives. So with me and the first team, with coach, our head coach, Coach Siet, we're working very, very, very closely in terms of me producing the next big player for TS Galaxy. And the coach saw that qualities in me, and I've proven also that I do have the quality to produce top players, you know, for the first team. And
just quickly, you are mentioning the coach and what he's seen in you. You had a chance to be with the coach this past weekend at the Mpumalanga Premier's Cup, where you were sitting on the bench and with the team as playing against Augsburg of Germany. Yes. Take me through what that experience was like for you, as perhaps an introduction into what you can expect in your coaching career.
Yes, definitely. You know, during my recovery period at TS Galaxy, you know, the coach took me everywhere with the team, you know, away games, home games. I was always within the technical staff. So now that I get to sit on the bench now with the technical staff, we played against Younger in the week last Wednesday, and we lost to Younger 1-0. But we gave the guys a chance who doesn't get much game time, so we gave them a chance. We also missed a penalty, so we came up strong against Yanga. And 3 days later, you know what Yanga did on the other side. But then 3 days later, when we faced Augsburg, which is one of the top teams in the German Bundesliga, it wasn't easy. They also played their strong team as well, and we gave them a run for their money. And big ups to the team that we came up with a win. And I also feel proud of myself, you know, being part of the plans, being part of getting the best out of the players. So I also feel honored. I also feel honored, and that I do get that respect from the players and the response from them as well. So I also say thank you for the chairman and the coach who's got that believe in me that I can add my 2 cents to the first team, and what a response. So we just hope that we can continue in this and take it into the league that's coming up.
Well,